I see a guy that calls himself a bishop, and I ain't gonna say no names, but he ain't never ever represented what the church actually stand for and how it is that he look at relationships. But he'll sit here and he'll develop a large following, and you'll listen to him just because he got bishop before his name. You'll listen to him. But he never has been successfully married. Divorce, 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 divorce. Chick over here standing up on the pulpit telling you what to do, but she ain't never ever been able to hold down a man ever in her life. Never. But then when you see me, you think that I'm weird or you think that it's an anomaly because you've never actually seen a man stand in his masculinity, but still be able to tell you what the truth is and still be able to be successfully married. Still be the man that he would want his daughter to marry and all of the men that he mentors for them to become like. You've never seen it before and it bothers you. And usually when you're convicted, usually when you're being dealt with, usually when you see a message that hits you in the heart, it bothers you. It's supposed to. When I see y'all squirming around and I seen everybody getting all upset on what the truth is, because the truth is the truth regardless of how you feel about it, I expected that. I didn't expect to come out here in these streets, tell you what the truth is, and then for you to just automatically adopt whatever it is that I said. I know that you're going to be bothered by it. That's what the word do. When you preach the word, when you tell the truth, when you give people the insight on what it takes in order to be successful, whether it's in their finances or in their relationships, people are going to get bothered and upset because it goes against what it is that you've been taught wrong. It's your social norm. So when she sent me that, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Never responded back to her. I ain't even tripping about it. But it absolutely, positively confirms what I've been saying for a long time. And to expound on what I was saying earlier this morning, a lot of people talk a lot about love languages. Let me get into it. Let me get into the thick of things. Give me a second. A lot of people talk about their love language. You disgust me. When I see people online or in person try to tell me how they need to be communicated or how they need to be dealt with, and they talk about their love language, it disgusts me. It absolutely disgusts me because that has no bearing on whether or not you're going to be successfully in a relationship. I hate to break it to you. Therapy, love languages, being in a partnership, loving you through it, all of this stuff, it has zero bearing on whether you're going to be in a successful relationship. That's the honest to God truth. It's the complete opposite. It's the complete opposite. It's how you respond under duress is going to be the determining factor for whether or not you're going to be in a successful marriage. There it is. It has nothing to do with love language. It's your duress response. That should have been the book. Your response to duress, to being under duress, to being in a situation that you never signed up for, or whether or not, listen, the reason why it doesn't say for better or for better is because it says for better or for worse, for richer or for poor, meaning that you're going to go through some shit. But the determining factor for whether or not you're going to be successful in that relationship is how well you respond to being under duress. Has nothing to do with your fucking love language. Everybody was up. When everybody winning, everybody is happy. I ain't never seen an unhappy person that is also getting boxed at the same time. I ain't never seen a man that's disappointed while he busting you down. I ain't never seen people that's getting money in a or in a Ferrari dealership or in a Lambo dealership or in a Mercedes-Benz dealership, and he's sad that he's signing the paperwork to get his new car. The new car smell is going to put you in a state of euphoria. When people get a lot of likes on Instagram, it put them in a state of euphoria. I've never seen anybody suffering through when they at the top of the success part and feeling bad about it. It just doesn't happen. That's not how it plays out. And so when you sit here and you see people talk about, yeah, because this is my love language or this is my sign and we connect together, you're always going to be in a good fucking space when you all going through it and you going through good things and she out to eat all the day, at the time, and you taking her to the best restaurants and y'all shopping. But what happens when you go broke, my nigga? Yeah, let's get to it. I'm going to tell you the truth. The reason it says for richer or for poor, but you decided to go to the altar and write your own fucking vows, but you didn't understand that the vows that you were supposed to be taking was really the key for your success. And if you was listening and paying attention to what the preacher and the pastor was saying when they were marrying you, they were giving you the blueprint to what being successfully married looks like, but you didn't listen to it. You rewrote your vows, and now you're rewriting your prenup for the next person that's coming into your life. Because the very same time, that person that you said, I love you, and this goes for the fellas too, is the exact same person that you in family court now trying to leverage their kid against them in order to get them to come and bust you down tomorrow. That's the honest to God truth. So what being successfully married is, and when you vetting for a wife or a husband, we need to understand how you respond to duress. Not what your fucking love language is. I don't give a fuck about what your love language is. That don't mean nothing to me. That was written by a man. But we're made in the image of God. And so when you made in the image of God, you don't subject yourself to the ideas of man, to the whims and the woes of the world. You move according to what your purpose is. And your purpose is ever evolving. It's the reason why when you continue to reread books, and why people that's smart reread books, that's great. Because when they read them, as they continue to evolve through their life and they get more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, they get a different take from it, and they get a whole nother meaning that comes out of it. And that's why the word is so ever evolving, because it depends on where you at in your journey at the time. Most people that read the King James version of the Bible, they want a filtered down version of it, right? And so they want the one that just translated down and they just make it real plain and easy for you to follow. And then they'll tell you, well, the church isn't in the building, the church is in your heart, but you don't even understand what you're reading. But they tell you, read it anyway, because where you are in your life at this particular moment is not where you're going to be going forward, but the things that they're writing on the tablet of your heart is going to carry you through whatever you're going through. And then when you revisit it, the revelation will be revealed unto you. When Jesus was preaching, right, and he was talking to the disciples, they didn't even understand it because he was talking in parables, but it was to be revealed to them at the time that they were ready for it, because he gives you preachers and teachers after your own heart. So when you start to see all of the changes that evolve into your life, and when people come to me and they say, well, Anton, what is my purpose? It's to be revealed to you in the work. And as you continuously work and as you continuously be fruitful, you'll continue to be revealed what your purpose is, and it's going to be ever evolving, because who you are today is completely different than who you're going to be tomorrow. And so you always have to grow. You're always working. You're always evolving. You're always continuing to be the best version of yourself every single day. You know why? Because it's according to how you respond to duress. That's where the growth is. That's why he said, when you suffer with me, you'll reign with me. But that's in everything. And if you start to pay attention to how things start to come together from the Bible, he'll tell you. That's why you can't even show that you love God without showing that you love your neighbor, because you don't even know what God looked like. That's what faith is. It's the belief in things that you can't see, hear, touch, feel. And so the only way for me to show that I love God is to show that I love you. And the way that I show that I love you is by telling you the truth.